Welcome to our channel. Cillian Murphy's movies and TV shows, a look at his best roles. Cillian Murphy is one of the most captivating and versatile actors of his generation. Here are some of his movies and TV shows. With his piercing blue eyes, intense screen presence, and ability to fully transform into any character, Murphy has built an impressive career spanning over 2 decades. From indie dramas to blockbuster hits and iconic TV roles, he has delivered consistently remarkable performances that leave audiences in awe. Many recognize him as the cold and calculating Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders, a role that made him a global television sensation. However, his career goes far beyond the brutal streets of Birmingham. He has worked with acclaimed directors like Christopher Nolan, Danny Boyle, and Ken Loach, tackling complex and challenging roles across different genres. Whether he's portraying a desperate survivor in a post-apocalyptic world, a mind-bending dream architect, or the father of the atomic bomb, Murphy always delivers a performance that lingers long after the credits roll. In this article, we take a deep dive into Cillian Murphy's impressive filmography, highlighting his most significant movies and TV shows that have shaped his career. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering his work, here are some must-watch projects that showcase his incredible talent. Cillian Murphy's most recent and arguably most career-defining role is in Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. He plays G. Robert Oppenheimer, the physicist known as the father of the atomic bomb. The film follows his journey in leading the development of nuclear weapons during World War II and the moral dilemmas that came with it. Murphy's haunting and deeply emotional portrayal earned him widespread critical acclaim and his first Academy Award nomination and win for Best Actor. This post-apocalyptic horror film directed by Danny Boyle put Murphy on the map. He plays Jim, a bicycle courier who wakes up from a coma to find that the world has been ravaged by a rage virus. His performance as a man navigating a terrifying new world of infected humans and desperate survivors showcased his ability to convey vulnerability, fear, and resilience. 28 Days Later became a cult classic and helped redefine the zombie horror genre. Murphy starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Tom Hardy in Christopher Nolan's mind-bending sci-fi thriller. He played Robert Fisher, a wealthy heir who becomes the target of a team attempting to implant an idea into his subconscious. Although not the film's lead, Murphy's performance added depth to the character, making him more than just a plot device. His scenes, especially the emotional climax with his father, remain some of the most memorable moments in the film. Cillian Murphy played the Scarecrow, Dr. Jonathan Crane, in Christopher Nolan's Batman Begins, 2005, and he reprised the role in The Dark Knight, 2008, and The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. His portrayal of the psychotic and fear-obsessed villain was chilling and became one of the most underrated performances in the trilogy. Even though he wasn't the main antagonist, his eerie presence left a lasting impact. Another collaboration with Nolan, Dunkirk, saw Murphy in a supporting role as a shell-shocked soldier rescued from a sinking ship. Though his screen time was limited, his performance captured the trauma and psychological devastation of war in a deeply unsettling way. In this sci-fi thriller directed by Danny Boyle, Murphy played Robert Capa, a physicist tasked with reigniting the dying sun to save humanity. The film is a mix of psychological drama and space horror, and Murphy's performance stood out as the emotional core of the story. A departure from his usual roles, Murphy played Jackson Rippner, a charming yet terrifying terrorist who holds Rachel McAdams' character hostage on a plane. His ability to switch from charismatic to menacing in seconds made him an unforgettable villain. Murphy joined John Krasinski's horror franchise as Emmett, a survivor who helps the Abbott family after they flee their home. His performance added a new layer of depth to the series, showing a character torn between grief and survival. No discussion of Murphy's career is complete without mentioning Peaky Blinders. His portrayal of Thomas Shelby, the ruthless yet brilliant leader of the Birmingham crime gang, became his most famous role. Across 6 seasons, Murphy delivered a performance that was both chilling and charismatic, making Tommy Shelby one of the most iconic characters in TV history. His transformation from a war-damaged gangster to a political mastermind was nothing short of remarkable.